We're live. We're live. We're live.
Good morning. Good morning. How you folks doing? I hope
Good
you're
morning. Good morning. Good
doing good this
morning.
happy Thursday.
This Thoughtful Thursday.
I tell you, we do have a topic today, and
Yes.
I want to have some fun with it. The topic is, you
You
know,
know
you're
you're
getting
getting
old
old when
when
fill in the blank.
you know you're getting old
When.
when you don't like any music on the radio. All the music today sucks.
That's one
That's one of the
thing.
signs you know you're getting old.
Yeah.
But you know what's really got me excited today, sweetheart? Hanging with you always gets me excited.
Oh,
But what
yeah.
really gets me excited today is today at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
We go
Today
to
at 1
Business
o'clock.
Club. This is my official now Business Club shirt.
Yeah.
Live and in-person networking that we host, and Lisa and I host in Concord, North Carolina. But today we got Amy Anderson as
Amy
our feature speaker.
Anderson. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about Amy.
It's special to us because we knew her struggle story. We know her struggle. So many times you see someone and you see them shining, and you think that's always the way it's been. And
That's
so
right.
often you don't know what they had to overcome, what they've come through.
Absolutely.
But we know Amy's story, and she's going to share her story today, plus her entrepreneurial journey today. And I'm excited today at 1
Absolutely.
p.m. And if you can get to Concord, North Carolina by 1 p.m. today, you should.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that and the things that reminded you that you knew you were getting old. We're going to talk about it back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am LisaSantiagoMcNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Amy?
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We love you and we thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us on this Thoughtful Thursday. Yesterday was wonderful.
Why was it
Wisdom
wonderful?
Wednesday. Brother Mark brought the word. I'm always
As
excited.
he always
Absolutely,
does.
absolutely.
Good morning, Brother Usama
Miss
Ra.
Phyllis.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis
good
George.
morning.
Man, it honors us that you guys show up
Absolutely.
regularly. That's awesome. And what we've learned, our regular crew are grown-ups.
Absolutely.
You know, they're grown-ups today.
Hey,
Our regular
Dr.
crew, they're
Deborah.
mature, they're loving, they're smart. Good morning, Dr. Deborah Dunson.
And we got a couple of babies in there.
Not really. We do have some
Yeah,
babies.
we got a couple
We have
of
lots of
babies.
visitors. We do here to see what are they talking about. Right?
Absolutely.
So
I
we
love
got-
it when Brittany Thomas slides through. I especially love it when Ernest James Usher slides through. Because he don't know nothing about this topic.
Well, today is, I have a cousin, Willie Carlton, and today is his 48th birthday.
Oh, wow.
48.
He's almost a grown up.
Yeah, that's what I'm can't wait to say. I haven't said to him yet, but you almost grown up. Because 48 ain't there yet. When I was a kid, I thought it was.
When I turned 40, I thought I got good and grown. But you are still a child.
50's a good.
I actually think that a couple of my 60-year-old friends have reminded me that 60 is a grown up. Like you are almost grown up.
Well, we also have another friend. Her birthday is today, and it's her 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And according to our friend and great man, Dr. George Frazier, the most profitable decade of your life is between 60 and 70.
Absolutely.
So I can't wait to tell her that too.
Good morning on LinkedIn. We love having you make this your stop by, please.
Alchemic Aura
Says good morning, power couple. Met Mr. McNeill as an RTW guest speaker a few weeks ago. Well, I'm grateful you're getting around. What was RTW?
I don't remember what RTW stands
You've
for.
been doing so many podcasts lately. I'm so proud of you. You got so much energy. I'm grateful. Good morning.
And I got more podcasts coming. Well, Alchemic, I'm pleased. Help me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. But you met me a few weeks ago as a guest speaker on a podcast.
Brittany, we shouted you out. I love you, Brittany.
I really don't remember what that was.
RTW. You know, acronyms are the bane of our very
That's
existence.
another way you know that you're old. You're getting old. You don't know all the acronyms.
Hey, William Brown.
William
Good
Brown,
morning. Good
Susan
morning.
Kennedy, I'm happy that you're here, Brittany Thomas. I'm glad that you're here. I'm hoping to see you today, Brittany. If you can.
Absolutely.
I'm at 1 p.m.
Absolutely.
in Concord. I'm hoping you can make it.
Absolutely. We love inviting you guys. Now, hands
I
out to Sheila.
I
We can't
imagined-
wait to
I
get our
imagined,
hands around you, our arms around you.
Our hands around who?
Everybody that
Oh.
comes to the 1 o'clock on Thursday. It's something different about being in person.
Yes, it is. I mean, the energy that you can get, I feel like it goes from chest to chest, heart to heart, around the
Absolutely.
circle.
She says, Rosalind Collins. Well, good morning, Rosalind Collins.
Good morning, Rosalind
We
Collins.
appreciate you. We're just re-emerging
Now,
on
Rosalind
LinkedIn.
Collins' name sounds familiar. I've seen that name before.
Oh, Reinventing the Woman with Lisa Charles. I remember that event.
Yes,
Now,
yes. We're both big fans of Lisa Charles,
absolutely.
too.
I'm going to be with you guys in June with Lisa Charles.
Live?
Absolutely. Well,
And in
not
person?
loud on a live, on virtually. I'll
Okay.
be there. Absolutely. And I can't wait. Brittany says, not today, maybe next week. Got to look at the schedule. I'm
Okay.
grateful. She got all the links. We talked and chatted.
I just imagined you coming through the door, Brittany, for the Concord. I seen it in my spirit. I seen it.
Amen.
That's what I'm saying, Sheila. Doesn't that sound funny? She goes, we can't wait to get our hands on you. What?
I meant to say arms around you, but that's another one of those things. You know you're getting old when words escape you. When you misplace words from time to time, choose the wrong word. You know what you meant, but what you said was totally different than what you meant. That's when you know you're getting old.
Do you have any, Sister Sheila Gotham, do you have anything that lets you know, you're getting old, man? Uzama Ra, do you have one?
I think I'm getting old because noise bothers me.
Me too,
For
exactly.
example, smoke detector chirp and and excessive talking or music that I didn't choose bothers me. It disturbs my peace. Well, meet your brother. Meet your whole live brother.
My neighbors play their music too loud. It just bothers my spirit. If I can hear anybody's music that I didn't ask to hear, that bothers my spirit, man. It disturbs my peace. I didn't ask to hear you play that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want it in my house. Okay.
Not even in his house. Let me tell you, I have a drawer full of in-the-ear audio devices. A drawer full, because God forbid something loses its charge in the middle of a challenge or in the middle of a show, in the middle of something, then I can't listen to it, because if it comes out into the room and he has to hear it even for a split second, it's like, nails on a chalkboard. And I honor that. So I try to keep all of my
some of the stuff that you chose to
AirPods
watch,
and all of my stuff
I can't stand it. I can't
charged
stand,
up.
I can't stand anything on divorce court. I can't stand it. Hardly anything on.
I don't listen to divorce court.
Or whatever court you listen. You like a lot of court stuff.
Paternity
court, that's the one.
And I don't even listen
I don't
to that
like
anymore.
the judge. I don't like the topics. I don't like any comment from any person on it. And I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Brittany Thomas says, yes, I will definitely be coming through the door soon. And I believe you, Brittany. Tamara says.
It's good to know I am not losing it, bro.
You're not. It just bothers your spirit because you protect your space. You don't want to ingest that.
Alchemic Aura, Sister
Thomas.
Rosalind says, was on RTW Reinventing the Woman Zoom call 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, that's when Brian was on. Dr. Deborah says, you know you're getting old when staying out late is 9 p.m. Please know, if your event starts at 9, the president better be there, because I'm a 10.
We're not going. Okay.
And I'm talking about the President Barack Obama. I'm not talking about any of the other presidents that you could begin to mention. That's the only president that I'm going to after 9 o'clock event. All right. Now, Sheila says, I know I'm getting old when it bothers me when my granddaughter beads make too much noise.
Beads make too much noise.
Oh my God.
Braid beads say,
I keep her hair tied and pull them up, and she has no idea why. Please know that I understand.
The braid beads. The braid bead noise.
I had the opportunity to see, Kamika shared with me that
Her girlfriend, Kamika. Mm-hmm.
Kamika is my best friend, my daughter and my sister, and She has been in my life for 20 something years. Anyway, she shared with me that one of the children I raised and did their hair is now doing her granddaughter's hair. And she shared a beautiful picture of what it used to look like in my house at 10 o'clock on a Saturday. I had 5 girls lined up, head after head after head, and then the boys decided that they was going to grow hair. So my Saturdays belong to hair.
So the one that you talked about, she did
Bebop did Madison's hair.
Madison's hair was
It was
gorgeous.
beautiful.
This little girl had braids that were in design. It was the prettiest braid design I can remember seeing. It was gorgeous. She came over to me, and she comes to me in church. She always comes to me. She goes, "Hi, how you doing?" She calls me a nice man. So I give her a big hug, and I lift her up off the ground. And I hug her, and I put it down, and she goes, "Did you see my braids?" And I looked at her braids.
They are beautiful.
I was like, "Yes, I see your braids. They're so pretty."
And what I didn't know until Kamika shared the beautiful picture with me was the person doing the braids was a now grown up Bebop Jewel. And I'm so grateful.
I remember Jewel.
Yeah.
We took her to church a few times.
Yeah, she's grown up now.
I had to slam her one time, y'all.
She's a grown up now.
She was a teenager at the time. We were going to church, and we swung through, I think, Burger King for breakfast.
I don't want that.
Yeah. So we got a car full of kids, okay? So we going to, I don't remember what breakfast place was. So we going through the drive-thru, like, "What do y'all want?" And she says, in her teenage voice, "Well, I don't want to eat this. I want bow time." Well, I slammed her. I says, "You gonna eat this or nothing? I'm not going nowhere else. What the hell's wrong with you?"
They were used to the Mona Lisa who would feed everybody what they want.
Not playing that. Lisa went to that drive-thru and then another drive-thru because no, you're not doing none of those things.
Peggy listened to Judge Judy all the time. I like Judge Judy, and I realized that she's entered into my vernacular because I was talking to someone and I said they were having a little kerfuffle. And kerfuffle is a Judge Judy New York word. And the person that I said it to was like, "I just heard that. Where did you learn that?" I said, "I've said that all my life, but I realize I've said it because of A, I'm New York, and B, I'm
Sister Rosalind says.
Anyway, you were terrific. Changed my entire trajectory.
Thank you, my sister.
Amen. And
I
thank
appreciate
you. Thank you.
And that's my objective and goal. I'm super excited about the upcoming podcasts I've had. I'm grateful for the podcasts I've done. Lisa's right. I've done a bunch. I've done 2 or 3 a week for a while now.
Absolutely.
And this week included. But I'm going to be speaking live on May the 24th here in Charlotte, North Carolina, on a Saturday. They think they ready for me. It's called the Charlotte Boss Success Summit. Something.
Susan said, "My late night is at 7 p.m. I get it. My mother's late night is 5. If you call her at 5 or later, 5 p.m. or later.
Who's calling me this time of night?
You better have some blood dripping out of somewhere." Brittany says, "I'm young, but I'm getting older because I love to sleep and naps. Now, let me tell you, a nap is a gift.
Yesterday, I took 2 naps.
Jesus!
I had 2 of them.
Hey! Naps are a means for celebration. You know you're getting old.
But naps are so much fun. I looked at my calendar. I was like, I can get a nap. I can get 45 minutes in right now. I take a hot 45. That's about what works. 45-minute nap, I'm good. Sister Rosalind says.
Thank you. She says the chemistry between you both is incredible.
Rosalind, can you tell this is our first time doing this together? Live, sitting next to each other? Actually, no, Sister Rosalind. We've been doing this Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday,
not just one day.
Right, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9:52 since October of 2016.
I always want to say 15, but that's the year we met, not the year we became. The year is 2016.
Monday, and the other people we talk, they marvel. How can you do that every day?
Hey, Sister Shirley, good morning. She says, matching orange. Good morning, family. Good morning to you, my love. The question of the day is, you are getting old when? Yes. Think about that moment. I know for me, there's been a lot of moments, like seeing my grown children or seeing children that were I ran into at Brittany's launch for Jet's Angel. I ran into a young lady who was a grown-up, 34 years old, she told me, who I didn't know, but I recognized her face. And she said, "Miss Lisa, I was present at her christening. That means when she was sprinkled, and I was her Sunday school teacher." when she was an infant up to 7 years old. So understand, that's when I knew I was getting old. When somebody was there that I knew when they got sprinkled before they knew themselves.
Mhm. You know you're getting old when you make noise yourself all the time.
Oh, I didn't want to say that one. That's right. When you
Make noise getting up and make noise sitting down.
oh, Dr. Deborah said, I would love to start taking naps. I just don't know where to fit them in. Put
Find
them
a
on your
place.
calendar
Find
in
a
advance
place.
now.
Dr. Deborah, we love you so much. I am imploring you.
We need to have group nap. Everybody come over with what were you saying?
Sleeping bag?
Sleeping bag, yeah, but we can't get down there now.
Oh.
So we gotta get cots because
Okay.
ain't nobody coming down.
Wherever you are, Dr. Deborah, I think it'd be one of the greatest things you do in your life
It's
to
a
block out
blessing.
1 hour a day.
Start with 15 minutes.
Or even a 15-minute nap. Okay, something. But you need it. I know
deserve
you need
it.
You deserve,
You deserve
that.
that.
I love that song.
Sister Shirley says, when you take the senior van,
Hey,
you know you're getting old when you take the
if there's a senior van available,
Honey,
it's going to where we want to go.
we is on it.
Right, because why bother driving?
not?
I don't want to drive if I don't have to. I'm going to take the senior van.
Let me tell you what I realized as I appreciate my husband
Oh,
so
wow.
much for. And I don't say it enough, and I take it for granted. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I love and appreciate you for doing all the driving.
Oh.
And I think I overlook it and I take it for granted. But when I had the opportunity, and it was a blessed opportunity this weekend to have my company of my mother-in-law, and I did the driving, and it was just she and I realized how much it actually took, not just to drive, to navigate, to deal with the traffic, to stay engaged in conversations, and to be mindful of the GPS.
Yep.
And all of those things, it's like juggling. It's like juggling. And I want to say thank you for carrying.
You're very welcome.
Thank
I do the driving, but I prefer to do the driving.
I know.
Okay, so it's okay. But you're going to have to drive tomorrow, actually, because coming back from our trip, we're going to take a little trip today. I have a 10:30 appointment that I got to take, but we also have a chiropractor appointment at 11:30. So I got to hustle back in the morning. So there's going to be a point where we'll probably do our live show tomorrow there. We'll probably do our live show there. And then, but right after the live show, right after this podcast, we're going to get in the car and come on back.
Susan said, I love the line that we were born in the previous century and even the last millennium. Lord have mercy. I hate thinking about that, but I guess it's good because we're
born
still
in 1900s.
But you know what also reminds me that I am blessed is I personally knew someone born in the 1800s.
Oh.
My great-great-grandmother was born in 1898.
Wow.
And we are now in the 2000s.
That's right.
So I personally knew someone in the previous millennia. That is amazing.
It is amazing.
And I remember her. I mean, I have all the lessons. Everything that she taught me is still a part of me. And I'm so grateful.
Susan put the word millennial on there. And one of the spoof songs I heard on the D.L. Hughley show, yes, there's been some stuff going on with Shannon Sharp and this 22-year-old girl. Okay, she sued him for $50 million. Shannon Sharp, he had a OnlyFans girlfriend. Or something.
Lord have mercy.
But anyway, the spoof is from Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. But instead of saying, it's going, Shannon, are you going to pay? Shannon, are you going to pay? Are you going to pay? Shannon, are you going to pay? Shannon, are you going to pay? And then he goes, you've been hit by a smooth millennial. You've been struck by a smooth millennial.
The question is, you know you're getting old when, and I'm going to tell you, Sister Shirley said, people do not believe that I am 65. Amen.
Because you're gorgeous, so that's why. And you look good.
Sister Jacqueline says, Arizona blessings, everyone. You know you're getting old when many of the young people that you know are becoming grandparents.
I'm not there yet, but or maybe I am. I don't know. When the young people you know are now grandparents, you know you're getting old. Please go down.
That's right, Susan. Thank you for the correction and the clarification. She said it was the previous century. millennium is 4,000 years. That's right. The previous century. So I'm grateful that the 1800s and the 1900s, and I'm now in the first quarter of the 2000s, first century of the 2000s, and I am grateful.
That's
Dr.
right, Dr.
Deborah
Deborah.
says, you know you're getting old when something you drop rolls underneath something and you have to come up with a major plan to get on the floor to retrieve it. Or decide whether or not it'll be all right. I don't really need that.
Yeah.
I never really need that.
Do I want to even bother?
When are the grandchildren coming over and I can get it then? Or
she's right. You get no.
For real, you gotta make a whole plan.
Put the chair here so I can raise myself and I get down there. Am I gonna have to lay on my side?
Absolutely.
Or do I need to get a broom and sweep it underneath?
Please no.
Or move the whole damn couch. I'll just move the whole couch off.
All of it. All of it. All of those thoughts. All of those thoughts. Absolutely.
Oh.
Sister Brittany says, you know you're getting old when you have to schedule dates to hang out with friends.
Later for that spontaneous. Okay.
What
you doing? Let's go to the bar. Whoa. Wait
a minute. It's real talk. You want me to go to the bar? It's 3 o'clock. I gotta be home by 5 o'clock.
I've never really been spontaneous like that. I can be from time to time. I have been from time to time. But I've always preferred to have an idea about what I'm going to do so I can map it out. Always. But now even more so.
Well, and you know what? For me, I do not have the ability to drive at night. So I have to determine for any of my winter events, and some of them are projected quarters before, right? What time is sunset for this time? And I have learned to teach the smart speaker how to tell me when the sunset is. I could tell you when the sunset is in June, in August, in September.
What's going to be the sunset on July 19th?
Because if it's I have to have a 2-hour window.
You know, when I met Lisa, she had a driver, and her driver took her job very seriously. And I want to get you a driver again.
Amen.
I imagine getting my wife another driver. Lisa's driver, I don't know how old she was, but when I first met
She was
Lisa,
22 at the time.
She was very put together and serious about her role.
She was my driver and bodyguard.
Yeah, because she was a martial arts expert too, right?
Mm-hmm. A black belt.
She was a black belt, okay? Mm-hmm. But I took the train into Charlotte for something. Yeah, my car was a hoopty. I took the train to Charlotte.
A Cadillac hoopty.
Yes.
The best hoopty you could have.
But she had her driver's hat on. She had my name on a sign when I came off the train.
She was serious.
She wanted to carry my bag. I saw this, this tall young lady. I'm like, I got it, no problem. She didn't want really do that. And I went to open my door. She come to grab my girl, stop. I can open up the door. And I wanted to get in the front seat. She goes, no, you got to get in the back seat.
Absolutely.
She was very, very serious about it.
She is.
And she took it so serious. I was impressed. And she took honor. She found honor in being Lisa's driver or Lisa's runner. Like if Lisa was at her office and needing something, she would just go get it for her. Or Lisa could send her on errands and all that stuff.
And she was very literal, and I appreciated that. I remember she took the car for an
oil change.
Oil change.
We were working in the office, and I told this girl, because she's 20-something.
She was 22 at the time.
And I said, look, this is a coupon. We had a coupon for oil change for like a really great rate. Now, you take this coupon, you go get this oil change, but look, they're going to try to upsell you, okay? Tell them only thing you want is an oil change. That's it. That's it. No matter what they say, don't take nothing else. She went down there. She got the oil change plus a filter change plus something else. Ended up being like 3 times as much as what it would have been. She goes, well, they said we needed it and I felt like we should just get it. Okay, girl.
She wanted to take care of the Mama Lisa. I'm telling you, she is my baby. She's grown up now. She's like 32 now.
Oh, you're getting old when the 22-year-olds are now 32.
I know. Sister Susan said, my daughter drives me. Lucky you.
Now, I will be Lisa's driver primarily, but there's sometimes a woman's event that might be in the evening, and I don't want her to be impeded by me not wanting to go. Or not able to go. Of course, it's all like Barbara H. Smith, Dr. Barbara H. Smith has sometimes. Yeah, that's a woman's event. So I want to get my wife a driver again. I don't know if you ever top that one. Okay. But you know you're getting old when.
You know you're getting old when. When what?
The goal is to be home by 10 at the latest.
Yes. We got to be shown that even the older people can hang out longer than we do. Because when we went to see the Temptations and the Four Tops, honey, we were the youngest people in the room and the first ones to go home because not because it wasn't good, the show was amazing, but because it was nighttime.
Them old heads, I'm talking canes and canes.
And rollators and canes and it wasn't no scooters.
They weren't going home. They were staying late. I'm like, man, they must have just woke up.
I was about to say they had to have naps. There was no way. We took naps that day.
We did.
We planned for the naps in advance.
A good nap before we went.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't sleepy during it all, but still, you know you're getting old when.
You know you're getting old when.
Noises. When you're sitting down and getting up. We covered that already, but
those comedy skits that we hear about, like Kevin Hart talking about, look at the cat.
Yeah.
Drinking milk out the bowl.
His grandfather standing in the, or dad or grandfather, one standing in the front door, looking out the window all day long, looking for somebody. Come and look at this.
Would you look at this?
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. They got a cat drinking milk out the bowl. Get out of the bowl. I had a grandfather too. My grandfather, James McNeill, my father's father.
My great grandfather was James.
He used to sit out at his window all day and just look out his window at what's going on. That's it. And talking about it. You know, insulting people, looking at the mother, it just insulting people. Just look crotchety, just look out the window all day long. Not the TV, out the windows.
People watching. Now that's something that I liked even when I was young. We used to do more of it. We used to go up to the mall. That was actually like a date afternoon for us sometimes. People watching at the mall.
Our friend LaTanya Blackman posted just the other day that she likes to go to outdoor eateries where she can people watch.
Oh, that's cool too. Mm-hmm. Like when you said, you know you're getting old when you never get the day correct. For example, I thought today was Friday until I saw your show today. I often live the entire day believing it was another day. It makes me crazy. Days, weeks, months are all the same.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
What?
I forgot that today was already Thursday.
Yep, we got Sister Felicia Atlas coming through. Hey, good morning, Sister Felicia Atlas. Felicia Atlas is I'm suspecting the founder of Charlotte Boss. Okay. Charlotte Boss, and she reached out to me in such a nice way yesterday, and she says, "Look, would you like to speak? We'd like to have you as a feature speaker there." And I said, "Okay." I said, "But you know, my talk's gonna rock." And I said, "She says, oh, I know your talk's gonna rock." And then I thought about it after I was speaking with her. There's no way she would have reached out without having vetted me first.
Absolutely.
She had to have done.
She's got to be a woman of substance.
Right.
Now we have had some foolishness.
Yeah.
Where people will reach out, not knowing what you do or what you have, and trying to sell you something that you do.
Oh,
like,
my God.
So you didn't even read. You like well, this is something you wouldn't know, but on one of the Housewives show, I remember one of the ladies that said, "I'm worldwide," and she was talking to Candy Burris, who is a worldwide international music artist, and she said to her, "I'm worldwide," and she's local, Atlanta local. But Candy just was like, "Ooh, okay."
If anybody outside of her city ever listened to or commented on anything, like if somebody in Canada bought her book or something, I'm worldwide. Somebody in Africa bought her book, I'm worldwide.
Worldwide. Have at it.
But you ain't really worldwide.
Right. Sheila said, "I like going to the airport early for people watching." Yes, when you're flying, you can do that. Back in the day, Pam, she used to be my best friend and her husband, they would do dates on the airport roof because you could watch the planes come
the
in
observation
and out.
Deck.
Absolutely. You can't do that anymore.
Well, some airports have an observation station, but it's like right outside the terminal.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. But is it elevated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raleigh, North Carolina has a real nice observation, like an observation park. You know, it's really
I used to love hearing about their story. They took the children and they really made like an afternoon of it.
I'll tell you, Sister Sheila, she said she likes to go in the airport early for people watching. If you want to see how society is doing, airport travel. Okay. When you see people with all their luggage in garbage bags or old bags or new bags. You notice how people walk. This in airports. There's certain people I don't like. Okay,
Okay.
the people that drift as they're walking to the side and you're behind them. They're oblivious that you're behind them and you can't pass them because they're going this way to the left or then they go back around. I'm trying to get around you. Ugh. You know, those kind of people kill me. And then when you're trying to hustle from one gate to another gate, there was a time.
And they always make sure that your gates are as far apart as possible. You have a 15-minute layover and you have gate Z from gate B.
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm going, I have to get on the escalator, and there's two escalators to go up. Okay, both of them are going up.
Mhm.
And this mother with her 5-year-old daughter in front of me, they're standing right in front of both of them. The mom's holding daughter's hand. She goes, "Which one do you want to go on, honey?"
I knew
I ain't got time for that. Play
Everybody
with your
got time
daughter.
for this.
Take your child up an escalator. I'm not gonna stay behind you. So I go around her, and she goes, "Let's move, honey," because he obviously is in a rush. You take your child up an escalator is what I said. I said, just take your child up an escalator. I'm not playing that with you. The child doesn't know enough to decide which escalator to go up, and you're not going to impede my progress while you play with your baby. Ugh.
Bless your heart. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that getting old is better than the alternative.
Yes.
Getting old and still being healthy and being able to move in your own volition and have the mental acumen and acuity to hear and understand is definitely a big deal.
It's 9:30. What we do at 9:30, or around 9:30, pretty much every day, we take today in African American history. We coming from the great book by Michael A. Carson, Today in African American History. And today, my wife has.
In 1891, should I go sooner? Yeah, we're going to go to 1996.
1996, okay.
James Green became the first African American head basketball coach at the University of Southern Mississippi.
Southern what?
Southern
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
And they got a black head coach?
That's where they perfected slavery, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Southern Mississippi. So
You had 1917 one too.
1917, Callie Holmes of Washington, D.C. and Lucy Diggs Slow of Baltimore, Maryland won the men's and women's singles, respectively, to become the first African American players to win the African Tennis Association. The American Tennis Association Championship.
The ATA is a big deal in tennis. And in 1917, my brother and sister won.
Absolutely.
Singles championship. That's amazing. And some of us here are tennis players. I'm a former tennis player. I was a former good tennis player, but I haven't played really in years.
Absolutely. We're going to make our way up to pickleball, but we're starting with, I think so. We're starting with catch. I am denouncing the fact that I don't have good hand-eye coordination. I'm denouncing it.
You've always said
I'm
that.
denouncing it. I just denounced it. A pox on bad hand-eye coordination. Okay. So to begin, I bought us a simple catch and release paddles that have Velcro on them. So that I can learn, that I can see it and I can be near it and I can get it. And then eventually I'll move up to see it and smack it.
Okay, good. I'm with that.
Okay.
We're going to do those things. So you're getting old when. Now, I'm happy that you guys are all here today. And we do have people that slide through here, and this is your first time. Welcome.
Welcome.
Her name is Dr. LisaSantiagoMcNeill.
And he is Brian K. McNeill, the sales confidence coach and the recognized authority on selling service.
Yes. Dr. Deborah, I hope she's still in the room. I've been test driving this new subtitle for my name that I'm really, really liking. But I'm calling myself Brian K. McNeill, the Sales Skills Improvement Evangelist. Evangelist. If you look at the word evangelist, there's 3 definitions of it. But one is, converting people to Christianity. But the third one is one I really like, a zealous advocate for. I am a zealous advocate for sales improvement. That's what I am, the Sales Skills Improvement Evangelist. I think I like the title. And also I like the fact that some people are going to not get it.
That is actually a critical key that I am I am glad that you are choosing because one of the things that I was choosing about a year or so before meeting Brian and with some of the guys that I was meeting and stuff like that was I'm not trying to explain it so that you understand it. I'm trying to explain it so that I can get rid of you if you're not the one that gets it. And that was actually intentional. And a lot of people didn't get it, but the ones that got it, got it. And I'm grateful that I gave myself the grace to assert that, although it was not popular at the time.
Back in, I think 1999, 2000, 2001, something like that. I was in my career early, but I used to call myself the sales insultant. The sales insultant. And I was convinced 50% of people would not get it, and it worked for me. I liked that. I delighted in that, Sheila, because I call myself the sales insultant. I knew half of them were going, oh, I don't want him coming in here and speak to us. He's going to insult my guys. He's going to be in our face. And then I had some people saying, please come on in here and insult my salespeople. They need it. No, I'm not going to insult your salespeople. I said, I'm going to be the nicest guy they ever met. Right. But I am going to ask them tough questions, and I'm not going to let them not answer. I'm going to make them answer tough questions.
Thank you, Sister Jacqueline, for your submission. See, she submits. You know you're getting old when business you thought would never disappear, businesses you thought would never disappear are gone. Sears, Woolworth, Pennies, and others. I mentioned penny candy to my children, and they are bored and confused. They give me that. Back in the day, look, they keep me laughing. Okay, exactly.
We used to play jack down by the soda fountain.
Penny candy. I remember. So here's another one. You know you're getting old when we had $1 on a Sunday, on a summer afternoon. We had $1. Maybe once or twice a week. We had $1. $1. With that $1, we were able to get admitted to the pool. The pool cost $1. But if you return the locker key, you got 50 cents. And with that 50 cents, you could decide, am I going to come back to the pool tomorrow or am I going to get lunch? And we were able to get a tray of the best crinkle French fries for 50 cents. Well, it must have been 35 cents because we were also able to get an ice cream cone. I mean, the ice cream thing from the truck. Yeah, no, from the ice cream truck, he would come. He would be at the line, the pool line. So you could get an ice cream thing, and you could get, that must have been $0.25 because the ice cream was 25 cents. So for $1, you got in the pool, you got your fries, and you got ice cream.
That's amazing. Dr. Deborah says,
that's why my business name is now Kingdom Focused Funding. Yep. I might just say God while talking to you. So now you know before you call me. Please understand.
People that's not with that are not going to call Kingdom Focused Funding.
And good.
It would be an attraction.
Absolutely.
I want to work with someone that's kingdom focused.
Kingdom focused.
And that's right. You're not for everybody. And you don't want to be. Oh man, one of the podcasts I did earlier this week, I asked the host, I says, who do you think should invest in your work? He goes, anybody
and everybody.
That always gets me. Anybody who has skin or anybody who has a job. Well, that's never true. Anybody or everybody is always an incorrect answer. Because not everyone's going to connect with you and your personality. And you, my brother, my sister, you have a right to your personality. Absolutely. You have a right to the way you work, and you have a right to the rate of speed at which you work. And if they're not connected the way you work, they should not be for you. Absolutely. What you got there?
I got a letter going out in the mail. I'm not going to put it where you can read it, but this you still couldn't read it because you can't see it. This letter is a package for Sister Jacqueline.
That you're going to mail out.
That I'm going to mail today. And I've already labeled it. It's packed up. It's ready to go. Sister Jacqueline, I am mailing it today. Thank you for your patience.
Sister Jacqueline, Lisa found something that had been missing from her for a while. She found it yesterday. And when she found it, she was like,
first thought that I had.
Yes.
The first thought.
Oh, I'm saying this to Sister Jacqueline. Oh, if we knew it was in the house somewhere. Does that mean you're getting old too? When you can lose things in your house? You know it's in your house somewhere. How many of you guys have ever misplaced the remote control and you hadn't gotten out of your chair?
Yeah, that's always fun.
You used it, but now you can't find it anywhere.
Well, I know that I remember that, and I haven't had the opportunity to do it because we don't really watch TV anymore. But I remember when you had to go get the remote control for an elder, even if it was arm's length away. You had to go get it. Baby, hand me that remote control. And they could just do this and reach it. But no, you got up from across the room or came downstairs, wherever you was at, got the remote, put it in their hand, let them change the channel, took it back and put it where it goes.
And the comedian I really, really like, his name is Brian Stetson. He's got a great special on Netflix. He talks about when he's like 10 or 11 years old, his mom called him, his grandmother, not mom, his grandmother called him in to raise the window that she was sitting next to.
And act like you want to say you can raise that window yourself and you'll be sitting there with a few teeth missing.
He says, no, we would have just did it on this particular
Oh, bless his heart.
day. He had something to say about it. So when he woke up in the hospital,
Jacqueline Rosier says, you know you're getting old when you compare a black and white and get up and turn the channel TV to a flat screen. You can hang on the wall. That's different.
Man, when we got those floor model TVs, the floor model TV, it was high. He was living the floor models. Now, on the wall.
Absolutely.
The floor models were
Miss
furniture.
Phyllis said, LOL, it went down on the side of the chair, the remote, or come change the channel because we were the remote. That's right.
That's right.
Oh, Sister Sheila, that was my favorite. Height. We got to retch around, height
around, height, and wrench it off.
and wrench it off. That was a whole new thing.
D.L. Hughley's wrench around, wrench it off.
Retch around and wrench it off.
How to wrench it off.
You better wrench it off. Wrench it off. Put some blood on it. That's how you wrench it.
Jack Rosie says,
Excited for my goodies, Dr. Lisa. I am overjoyed. I got some big plans for my goodies. Oh, yeah.
It's nice when someone overjoyed.
Absolutely.
Lena Janelle, babies in the house.
Lena, baby. Sheila says, I found my people. That's right. Come on, baby. Will you come? Will you come? Will there be one?
Will you height up the window when you get here?
Honey, height up that window. And
Dr. Belly's in the house.
is another thing that makes me feel old. Because when we do this and we're sitting in the car, when we say, we might be on the phone, that means let your window down.
No one does that anymore.
But there's no this anymore.
Or even this to signal call me. There's none of this anymore. It's just this. Okay, but I still
do this.
Yes. That's old hands gesture. It's 9:42. We're right on schedule today. I'm excited about that. We're on schedule today. We got a lot to do today.
Yes, today is more full than any day needs to be.
But I'm happy about it. But it's 9:42, and 9:42 is the time we set aside to say thank you to our regular contributors. And the way we say thank you to our regular contributors is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. And if this is your first time here, just bear with us. For example, Uzama Ra is a regular contributor. He's got a greeting song that goes like this.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama, good morning, sir. Uzama Ra is in the house. Miss Phyllis George is in the house. She's got a logo too, and it goes, Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. And we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Dr. Deborah Dunstan's got a song.
Dr. Deborah, nonprofit strategist and funding coach.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. And the is a part of the song.
Absolutely.
Sister Rosalind, this is what we do.
Thank you so
This is what we
much.
do. Susan Kennedy's got a song. Susan Kennedy, you're everything I've hoped for.
You're everything I need.
You are so beautiful.
So be.
Fantastic. And if there's ever a day that Susan needs to feel her song, and we're happy to give it. Brittany Thomas got a song too that goes.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany.
It's Brittany, Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany, Brittany.
It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
That looks like fun. I want a song. You can get one. Just be a regular contributor. Say something in the comments that we can read, like William Brown does.
Let's get to know you.
Good morning to our friend Will.
Nobody thinks I can
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Will. He's our friend. Should be your friend too. Sheila Gothie's got a song too, and it goes,
Sheila, Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
oh, and the oh is a
And the
major part of the
big
song.
important part of that song. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Peggy, the rest.
We saw Peggy, but I don't think she said anything.
Usama was talking about.
That's right. Amen. And Felicia, you gotta say something too. But you already know what your tagline is because it belongs to every Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Oh my goodness. I was talking with a lady named Felicia, and I said, does people say bye Felicia a lot to you? Do they have fun with it? And she says, Brian, you should see the joy that comes over them when they get to say bye Felicia. They love it.
Charlie DeJohnette.
Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Shirley DeJohnette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you. That Bye Felicia has been out for 35 years.
Yeah, is it 35?
The movie came out in 1990.
Oh my God.
Friday came out in 1990. So it's 35 years old, and the people still have joy.
Peggy said, sing my song. I'm at the eye doctor.
Okay.
Don't leave her out.
We got you, Peggy. In my Biggie Small voice. Peggy, 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 can't you see? Somehow your words just hypnotize me. She's gonna motivate you every day. Peggy J. Evans is here to stay. Sing my song. You got it.
Right.
Yes, you got
say
it.
My name. Say my name. No, you can't say that anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway, Sister Jacqueline has
a logo and a song. Her logo goes like this. So, according to Jacqueline, her song is
Jack and Rosie, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you are mine.
Good morning, Sister Jacqueline Rosie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we have all of our amazing guests.
Wait, back up. What is this?
That's Miss Phyllis.
Okay, we got it.
Yes. Absolutely.
Lena Janelle's in the hizzy. Lena Janelle, baby. It gets high off her art, don't know how to behave. Ooh. Lena Janelle, you know you're getting old when.
That's right. When? What is your signature move now that you have realized that you're getting old? And it doesn't have to be old like me. Any age older than you used to be is old.
Right, or older.
Or older. And sometimes those moments might catch you by surprise.
Okay. She got the he says, hey y'all, she's at the eye doctor.
Get those beautiful peepers taken care of. Hey, Dr. Beverly.
Lena Janelle says hi and bye, Felicia. Grand Rising, my favorite awesome, beautiful family from Dr. Beverly. And Lena says,
y'all's combined colors look great together like sunshine. You are the sunshine and you are the light.
Well, Thursdays we host a live networking meeting, and the theme of the room is these orange
and white.
Orange and white. So I've decided, Dr. Beverly, that
on Thursdays.
This is my shirt for Thursdays because we leave from here and we go host a meeting.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna wash it each week, but this is the shirt I'm gonna wear.
And I've got all of my orange up, but much of it needs alteration. Mm-hmm. So that's why they're hung on the door.
Well, I do have another orange shirt too, orange and black. Yes. So
Dr. Beverly. Dr. Beverly.
Okay, let's start over. Okay, Dr. Beverly's logo goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly, and good morning to you and the rest of your crew. She loves the
Sherbert tones. Amen. You know you're getting old when you're looking for your readers and they're on the top of
holla if you hear me.
Please no.
Readers.
That is a real thing.
I always thought I would never do it. I thought I would never need readers. As a young man in the military, I used to make fun of the sergeants who had to hold out papers to read them. Look at how old these guys, they can't even read anything up close. They got to do all this.
And even if you've had perfect eyesight all your life, at 40, welcome to the club.
So I didn't think I would ever need readers. So, but when I got to I'm going to say 50, I started getting reader glasses, and the readers, Lena Janelle, became important to me. Because if I don't have a reader,
I've got a wall of readers.
Yes, but if I don't have reading glasses, I can't read that stuff.
This is useless.
Right?
When you don't have readers, this is useless. Because even with the accessibility on the phone where I make with it larger, then I can only read a little piece of it. So now I can't figure out what the whole thought was. It's just too much.
I got tons of readers. Lisa's got tons of them. And on my desk, where Lisa's desk right now, I got reading glasses. I got computer glasses that I really like. And I'm wearing contact lenses. Okay. All of that. And I'm using the three. I'm moving around. If I'm working on my laptop, I got my computer glasses on, and someone texts me, I need my reading glasses on now. That's how you know you're getting old.
My challenge, because I want to wear my readers on the top of my head so that I always have them, is that I often have stuff in my hair. So when I put my readers on my head, my readers get stuff on them. Then I put them on and I still can't see.
So you got to keep that clean. So Sheila Gotha says, I have a pair of readers in every room.
In every room.
Even the bathroom?
Absolutely in the bathroom. Absolutely
in the bathroom.
Amen. Jacqueline says, you know you're getting old when you ask God to help you remember why you just walked into another room. Lord have mercy.
She says, all the time. But the thing is, you had a great explanation that you entered a new portal.
A new portal.
You knew what it was when you were in the other portal, in the other room. You left that portal and went to a new portal. Mm-hmm. But you know what happens is, and this is what happens to me, maybe not to everyone. And when I do walk into a room, and I even stand where I think I need to stand when I go in that room, I needed something from over here. I don't remember what it was. And I go back to the room where I had the thought, and when I get back, it comes right away. Oh,
and depending how far it was, will determine whether or not it's worth another. Now I typically just write it in.
I have picked up my phone to call somebody. And as I'm about to, I went to the contacts, and I'm about to make the call, I don't remember who I decided to call right there.
Absolutely, man. That's why I keep a notepad, even with all the things.
I'm glad we can laugh at these things.
Absolutely.
Getting old is a privilege.
And an honor.
Richard Price said, you don't get to be old by being a fool. If you get to be old, it's because you learned something. It's a privilege. I'm happy that we can laugh about it. It's 9:51. It's time for us to get out of here.
I honor and respect you at whatever big age you might be. Jacqueline says, you know you're getting old when you tell your friends the same story and they laugh and just enjoy it like a little kid hearing their favorite bedtime story. I had to explain that to my husband. I need multiple pair of readers now. I used to have perfect 20/20 vision, but I have accepted my fuzzy eyes. Absolutely. Yes. Accept them. They're as beautiful as they always were.
In the beginning, I knew there was sometimes I caught myself. I know I've told her this story before, and she didn't care. She said, no. Tell it
again. And I can even convince myself that I don't know the punchline. And that's okay, because I love when my husband takes time to share any element with me. Anything, any of his memories, any of his thoughts, anything that cheers him up or makes him happy or he finds interesting. I just love hearing it.
Well, you definitely cheered me up this morning. Before we went live, she cheered me up, y'all. I'm like, what? You mean you're gonna what? What?
Oh, anyway,
again?
Listen. Jacqueline says, yes, aging is exciting. I got lots of readers. Glad I can still read.
Amen to
okay?
That.
Amen.
Dollar Tree for the readers, y'all. That's the best value.
Or Temu. I'm telling you, that's where I got half of my readers from.
Okay.
Because they come in 5 packs for like $1.50 or $6.
Really?
Yeah, I love them.
We gotta go.
And I love you. In the meantime, and in between time, don't forget to have sex. That's right. You're still nasty, Brian. He is.
It wasn't me.
He's still nasty, but I surprised him. I love you. We're gonna keep it easy.